The Earth formed from gas and dust over 4.5 billion years ago. At first, the surface of the Earth was covered by volcanoes and lava. But gradually conditions changed and it became more hospitable to life. And fossils provide the first evidence of this life. The oldest known fossils are of blue-green algae that lived about 3.5 billion years ago and resembled bacteria that exist today. Fossils have provided the only record we have of life that existed after these primitive beginnings. Because of fossils, we know about trilobites and other ancient creatures that lived in the early oceans over 500 million years ago. Because of fossils, we know about the earliest amphibians, the first animals with backbones that crawled out of the seas around 370 million years ago. Because of fossils, we know about the age of reptiles when dinosaurs ruled the earth. Because of fossils, we know about unusual mammals, like giant ground sloths that came after the dinosaurs. And because of fossils, we know something about our own history. Homo sapiens, the species to which we belong, has been around for less than 200,000 years, a mere blink of the eye in terms of the history of life. And the history of life revealed by fossils may not be limited to our own planet. Recently, evidence for life elsewhere in the solar system has come from fragments of a meteor from Mars that crashed into the Earth. In 1996, scientists studying this meteor discovered what may be the fossil remains of bacteria-like forms of life that existed on Mars millions of years ago.
Fossils reveal much more about the history of life than individual snapshots from different periods in time. Paleontologists use fossils to study how living things have changed over time. This process of change is called evolution. In Florida, at a site called the Thomas Farm, paleontologists from the Florida Museum of Natural History have been excavating fossils of ancient horses. Fossils from the Thomas Farm and other places show that early horses were much smaller than the horses familiar to us today. The Parahippus, a horse that lived about 20 million years ago, was about the size of a large dog. It was different in other ways as well. The Parahippus had 3 toes that were suited for walking on matted vegetation and wet ground. The structure of its teeth shows that it ate primarily leaves rather than grass. As the modern horse evolved, it not only got bigger, it changed from having 3 toes to a single toe or hoof that was better suited for walking on hard ground. And the structure of its teeth changed as it became an eater of grass rather than leaves.